Good morning. Thursday, sometime in May. We have forgotten the days.
Also because the weather in the morning would make you think it was wintertime, so
Yes.
we're not sure what's going on.
We're starting our walk from an undisclosed location somewhere near the Salisbury City Park. Just to let you know.
Okay, that seems weird.
Down actually on one of the lower paths.
On the lower path, yeah. Not an undisclosed location. Weirdo.
There was, but when you started it, there was no path. We weren't on the path, so we were just like kind of.
We were like
off
in
to
the
side.
wilderness,
Yes.
yeah.
We could have been anywhere.
Yeah, true.
Could have been anywhere. Been hard to figure out. But it is a chilly spring morning, but the sun is shining. It's not raining, so we are not complaining.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my poetry moment.
And it's not windy, so that's a good thing too.
That's right. Maggie's got it.
Mm-hmm.
Maggie here with us. Keith, Melissa, and Maggie. Maggie had to stop and take a little pee break. She is on her own schedule.
She is. Most dogs are. And cats.
What was the?
And other animals.
What was it? Shelby? Who said it? Shelby or I? One time we were saying something like, one of us said, cats don't have watches. Shelby was little.
Okay.
Something she said.
Do any animals have watches?
Yeah. No. So it was like, cats do things on their own schedule too. It's like, they don't know what time it is. They don't care what time it is.
I
They're gonna do
disagree.
what they-
Maggie definitely knows what time it is when it's time to eat
I guess they have an
or get
internal
up
clock.
or whatever.
An internal clock. Animals. I think with them it's like they get used to doing something at a certain time. That's
Sure.
why.
Like you?
Yes. But they don't understand the concept of the things where we humans change it around. So when we have daylight savings, that throws all those animals off.
Oh, yeah.
Because they lose an hour. I'm like, what? What are you doing up now? This
Right?
didn't work. Or when it goes back the other way, it's like,
I think that they should just eliminate that for the animals specifically.
for animals.
Yes.
I think there are more
Humans, it's like, it does take a while for your body to get used to it. So I've heard many people complain about it. I think they should just eliminate it. I think it's stupid.
I think your dad's home state of Indiana, I think certain parts of Indiana, I remember talking, I think they just say, no, we're not going to do it. And they don't.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Good, power to the people.
Yeah. I think that's true. But it was originally, if I remember correctly, it was originally set up to give the farmers an extra hour of daylight for working in the fields and everything.
Yeah, I get it.
That was the original reason for doing it. To give them some more
I'm sure
time.
people would adapt
I'm sure
if
they would.
if we canceled it.
Ooh, right. It is bright over toward the east.
Yep. Sunrise time.
Yeah. That's nice. But it's not too bright right here. That was a robin. You've got me noticing all these birds trying to
See?
identify them when I see them.
It is very addictive, the art of bird watching and knowledge.
I think our bird that we have the most around here seems to be robins.
Yeah.
You see a lot of robin redbreasts.
Yes, I'm very jealous of all my people on my bird groups. They seem to be seeing all these amazing birds, and I don't see any around here.
Look at that.
I mean, not that we don't have
Look at the
cool
nest.
birds, but
Look at the nest in this tree. Yeah, that must be. It's a pretty good sized nest. See it up there on the side? I bet it's a squirrel nest because there's a squirrel there.
yeah, there's a lot of squirrel nests are usually big, or like blue jay nests are quite large as well.
Yep.
I mean, who knows? It could be like a, what do you call it?
Heron?
Heron. Yeah, it's too small for a
They
heron.
seem to be way up high. You
Yeah.
see them up there, way up in those trees.
Yeah. As you should be. Why are you picking up gloves?
So if you're wearing gloves, Don't just throw them on the ground.
Yep, that's what people are doing.
So we were
Idiots.
somewhere. I was at a. This is a whole other story that it would be, but I was at a police scene.
What?
Over at Mom's house that day.
Oh,
that I
God,
had to run
Keith.
over there.
Okay.
And that's what those guys did. They just, I guess if they got a phone call or something, they need to answer it. They just throw the gloves on the ground.
Huh.
So Mom's neighbor called him over and was like, "You are gonna pick up those gloves, right?"
Good for her.
Man. When I went back, they were gone, so he must have it.
He was afraid of that lady.
I guess so.
He's like,
Little old ladies.
she's gonna come at me.
Little old ladies out
From
there,
what I've
you do
heard.
have power.
Yes, I was
you may
gonna
not
say.
know it, but you do have power if
Oh,
you
look
say
at him.
things in an authoritative way.
Oh. All right, buddy. He's gonna hiss at us. He's got his tongue out. He's doing all kinds of stuff. Geese are so weird.
Better get back.
He was really, he was head bobbing and they're funny.
Well, make me use my goose powers. I haven't, but yes, that is. I remember going back to the older ladies. I think it's that grandmother. You know, everybody listens to their grandmother, so even people in authority and things like that. I think the one story, my grandmother and my Aunt Linda were on their way to a funeral. My grandmother never drove in her entire life. She knew how to drive. She had driven, but she never got her driver's license. So when she was older, when she was living by herself, there was a car in the yard that if there was ever an emergency and she needed to, she could get in and drive, but she never drove. So my aunt was driving her to a funeral, and I guess they were running late, and they got stopped coming through town by a police officer. When they came up to the window, my grandmother in the passenger side looked over to him and said, "We're on our way to a funeral, we're running late." And the officer was like, "Yes, ma'am," and he just kind of waved them on and turned around and laughed.
Oh dear. That's funny.
So, grandmothers, you do have power.
Keith says that I should just follow him when he's picking up trash, so we'll see how you guys like that today. Going all around the road and getting car sick.
Kind of like Maggie. Like if you let Maggie just lead the way, she would go in different directions and, go here and go there. But it's go where the trash takes you.
Yep.
Amazing. I just drank a lot of water this morning. I'm a pee machine.
Oh, Maggie, you're silly.
Wyatt over on this side. Over on South Park Drive now. It's gotten very quiet.
Wonder why it's quieter over here.
I don't know, it seems like it's louder on our side.
Oh, look at these pretty flowers. All right, hopefully this person doesn't mind if I come in close to them because they are gorgeous. Look at these. We should have these. What are these, Keith? Look at those. Wow. Are they roses? These are stunning. Oops, there's a stick there. Someone should move that. And it's at my favorite place with my favorite mailbox. Hello, Mr. Porpoise. What kind of flowers were those, Keith? Were they roses?
You have that little tiny bush that you just cut out.
Oh, so I might have roses like that?
I don't know. I think yours are the miniature version.
Oh,
But
darn.
I believe those are the. I think they call them sometimes climbing roses. But
Climbing roses, huh? Well, that bush does seem to be thriving since I put it outside, so yay for that.
yeah, I think we have one that we gave Mom one time that has grown. It even like spread and went underneath the steps and like came up through a crack in the steps on the house. So it should hopefully continue to grow. They almost look like a wild rose bush because they kind of ramble. That's a
hear
fun
you.
word.
Ramble?
Ramble. a Ricky Nelson song, Rambling Man.
It
Oh,
is?
it's Traveling Man. Good morning. Hi. Sorry, it's there's a rambling song somewhere. Okay, as we ramble on. There we are. Oh. It was a little stuffy this morning, but this cool air does seem to help.
It does help a little bit. And then
And then
comes the humidity within, weeks, I'm sure. Or you can't breathe when you go outside. So we shouldn't complain about the nice brisk air, right?
that is true. Interesting trash collection I'm picking up today. I had 2 boxes from vitamins, daily vitamins, and then cigarette
What?
packs. So with the smoker, it's kind of, you tell a story as you pick up the trash and walk along. So
Okay.
that smoker decided that, well, the smoking's not helping me, so I better take my vitamins.
Yeah. Good
Just little
Lord.
things that go on in the mind of Keith.
The thing I just don't understand, why do you have to throw it out? Like, why can't you just put it in your pocket or keep it in your car, your vehicle, until you get home? I don't understand it. And I will go off on a tangent if I keep talking, so I probably should just be quiet, but I just don't get it. Why people have to throw stuff out their windows or just dump it on the ground? You can't
I got
hold
it.
on to it till you see a trash can? Like, what is the problem?
Well, we watched one of our favorites, Jerry
If you know-
Seinfeld, last night.
I was
You know,
gonna
we
say
watched
something.
Jerry-
If you have a theory on this, please comment below, because
Sure.
I would like to know what other people think about this trash issue, because I can't be the only one that's thinks this is horrific that people do this.
Yeah, well, there
All
are
right.
some horrific
Anyway.
people out there. Just, it's called selfishness.
It is called
You just
selfishness,
don't have time, you don't have you figure somebody else will do it, will clean it up for you. But we were watching the new Jerry Seinfeld special last night, and I got a little upset with Jerry because he was talking about going to the movie theater, and he said in the movie theater he saw they now have a sign that says, please pick up your trash after the movie's over and put it in the waste cans. And he was like, we always had an agreement with the movie theater. You overcharge us for everything. You're ripping us off. And when I'm done with something, I just release my fingers and I drop it on the floor. So
Oh, no.
he always thought in the movie theater
Jerry.
he could just drop stuff and it
I
just
must-
rolls away.
You must have fell asleep at that point.
Yes, you were asleep at that point. But
I would have
I
been
was
like, Jerry,
no.
shame on you.
I will tell your mother.
I will
young man.
tell your mother.
You already got in trouble for kissing in the movie theater during Schindler's List. I don't think.
You're funny. He did. He got in trouble for that.
Yeah,
Mom and Dad
that
were
was a
all about
show.
that. Came up on him when he came in the house.
Yep.
You were kissing during Schindler's List?
Mhm.
Newman.
What he said is that people think, people think that we really know a lot about him by watching that show. So I guess it's between he and Larry David that most of those things did happen to them.
Right?
So that would be one of those questions on one of those, what is it, South by Southwest shows where they interview the characters and say, okay, who actually was the one who was making out during Schindler's List? Was that Jerry or Larry David?
Oh,
Or
so you
one of
think
your
that
friends.
it was an actual occurrence?
Yeah, nothing is made up. Everything's based on
I
something
mean,
that is,
it could be made up. It could just be like, wouldn't it be funny if someone was doing that because of the movie is so serious and so heart-wrenching
Now,
that
I'm
someone would be making out during Schindler's
Now,
List.
see, that is the female perspective on something like that. That's going back to me taking Jerry's voice. But guys, no, we don't think of things like that. That's what he said. The woman thinks of things. What do you call that? The hypothetical. Guys do not think of things hypothetically. The guys, it had to have happened to someone they knew or themselves, or it never happened. We just can't think hypothetically. Like so much, because that's what she was saying. Like, so if you faked your own death, and I found out about it. How would you explain it to me? And Jerry's like, what? I said, I dreamed it all last night. Yeah, I think guys have trouble thinking hypothetically, which women can think, complete situations in their mind. Guys, is
I
like,
guess, yeah, that's true.
So I do think that most
The
of that
difference
stuff,
between men and women.
yeah, Mars and Venus.
Yep, that's true.
I'm gonna take my daily damn.
It's a miracle that
You don't.
society has stayed alive. And procreation has continued to be.
Yeah, I think if it weren't for women, it wouldn't have happened. Guys would have destroyed the place a long time ago themselves.
100%. I'm agreeing with you, but oh, little ducky just came in for a swim. He's cute. Where's his little mate? Where's your girl, ducky?
I have taken the daily picture of the dam.
Keith does a post on Instagram every day, the Daily Dam, at Keith Achino, if you want to check it out.
Yeah, very exciting.
It is very exciting. I think
Never
it's
know.
very creative of you, the way you think of the different titles for your Daily Dam every day.
Yeah, I think I may have to pull out the thesaurus. I'm starting to run out of ideas.
No, you won't. You'll be all right.
I always incorporate dam, which is funny. In the family, I am the non-cursor. Melissa is the cursor.
I am not. I refuse to admit that.
Well,
Have you heard me curse yet,
I will
people? Have you
call
heard me
select-
curse?
I will call witnesses if necessary, but I'm sure I can find a lot more witnesses. And so I try not to. It's like every now and then things slip out, but I try on a regular basis.
Oh, okay.
to
So
not
before
curse.
you met me, you were a sailor cursor, or what?
I never. It was Dad. Dad was always do as I say, not as I do. And my dad was he had been in the Navy, and he had his, curse words, and he had his made-up words, and he was like a poet of cursing. So yeah, he could string
I
something
liked
together.
your dad.
But we were never allowed to, so we had to be very careful not to. So I try not to. Now I forgot where I was going with this about the cursing, but
About
sorry.
something about your daily. Oh, because of the dam.
Oh yeah, because I used so that's why I used the word dam, D-A-M. So I always incorporate dam in the title somehow. That's early. I was like, okay, what was I talking about?
Sometimes you get so lost in thought. Hey, there have been so many times that I have so much. I think it's just because I have so much on my mind. I mean, I hope it's not because I'm getting old, but that I'll go to do something or get something and I don't remember why I did that or what I was looking for, and I have to go back to the original place where I was, working or doing something to remember why I left and went in search of something else. It's very embarrassing, but my daughter laughs at me all the time because I'm like, why did I come in here? She's like, I don't know. She's not much help.
One of my old bosses, the original owners of Mitchell's, Leroy, he called it CRS.
Okay.
Can't remember crap.
Okay. Well,
But
the other,
the S.
that doesn't make sense because you won't say the other word. Can't remember. Shh.
There you go.
I didn't say it either.
Now what is that guy there?
I think it's a catbird.
Sing like that?
Uh-huh. They have a sweet song.
Catbird singing in the morning light.
Hopefully it's going to be a pretty day. I'm waiting for Keith to catch up with me because he's picking up trash.
Picking up trash. Collecting trash. Trash collector.
Hmm.
Picking up the trash. That's the,
Sounds like an SNL skit.
that's the copy guy. Making copies.
Oh my gosh, you're showing our age with that.
Picking up trash.
I'm sure the
Reaching down.
young people, if they were watching this, would probably be like, what's that?
What's a copy machine?
What's a copy machine? Who's the copy guy?
We just take a picture
What are you
with
guys
our
talking
camera
about?
and send it to people.
Who did that? Was that Dana Carvey?
That was Rick Schneider.
Oh, Rick Schneider. Yeah,
Yes.
that's right. Okay.
In fact, that's probably one of his most famous bits. It's funny how, and you don't see that as much anymore. It used to be, if there's a comedian that had like one thing that people started laughing, it was like they beat it to death until nobody ever wanted to see it again. So
Yeah.
that, but you remember it. Eventually, it comes back. Now I can't think of anything like that. It's like, who's known for doing some kind of stupid thing like that? Little, just don't have that, because you had John Lovitz, who was the liar. Remember?
Mhm.
Like, yeah, that's the ticket. That's the one.
Yeah, and then you were doing Billy Crystal with the "You look marvelous."
Fernando.
Yeah.
You know it's better to look good than to feel good, my
He was
dear.
doing that the other day.
Yes.
Shelby
Well,
was looking at him like he
aren't
was
you
crazy.
lucky that you have?
So entertaining.
You never know what is going to pop out of the mind of Cupertino. So we are at the end of our walk.
Where we began.
I'm ready for a peanut butter and Nutella sandwich.
All right, baby. Well, sign us out.
So, please, everyone, recycle. Please don't litter. Right now, as always, wash your hands. And everyone stay safe. Have a great day.
Have a
Bye.
great day, guys.
All right, from Keith, Maggie, and Melissa. Bye-bye.
Bye. See you later.